why do you want me to remember Alexander Graham Bell?
Oh.
Was that what you not wanted to start with?
No, that's good. That's good. No, I
Okay.
totally said, okay. I saw that this week, somehow, something showed up at the door, and it's called a phone book. Who the hell is using a phone book anymore? How much money is being wasted on a phone book? When was the last time you used a phone book?
You know that is got to be old money that's continuing to like make things mandatory because it is so crazy. First of all, same thing with the mail and who is getting like the things that the magazines that I'm getting, like this weird shit that you just go like, who is paying for advertising and, Catholic Digest from somebody who lived here 30 years ago?
I'm actually nodding right now at him. I'm nodding.
Yeah. It's crazy. And you know who the big part of it is, who wants to keep it going and people get paid to do it because it probably has something to do with some sort of government in some way, shape, or form, is people are getting paid that they should. Waste management, it's trash. It's just more trash.
I understand that. I mean,
trash
most
is
people
money.
don't even pick them up.
I know.
They don't. They sit out on the lawn or they sit in these other places and people just toss them right away.
Right. They get thrown right
so
into the
much
trash.
money invested in printing these. The only reason why I said I literally sold you, remind me to say that, is because I couldn't believe it. I said, holy cow. I mean, it is literally obsolete. Everybody, your kids have phones. Nobody actually makes phone calls anymore. Like they do, but they first of all, they just check stuff and they order stuff online. It's hard to do. You make a phone call when you need services and stuff, but it used to be a big, I have a company. Okay. Yes, Brian, I have a company, a cut above moving and relocation services in Wilmington, but you have a company. It was a big deal if your company got in the phone book. It was like, wow, okay.
Because you
do you want to advertise
spot.
the phone book?
Yeah.
You got a little in the business section because there was the white pages and the yellow pages. Now, cell phones aren't in the white pages.
Yeah.
I don't think so. They can't be because there's a gazillion cell phones.
No, it doesn't make sense.
So
the oldest people that I
pages,
know are on a phone and they know how to search for a phone number online. So it's crazy the waste.
You're not
I
gonna
don't
look
understand
locally,
it.
and it's local.
It's money. It's all about fucking crooked. It's all about crooked bullshit.
Because let me tell you, you're gonna get there. But
listen to me. It's true. Because guess what? Why else would this completely failed thing that's supposed to was a thing that would be a money making thing? What is it? We need to know what is it. Otherwise, why would anyone do it? Nobody keeps a business open that doesn't have any customers, right? Or the customers are so little with what it costs to deliver and make these gigantic books.
Like I was gonna grab it. It's just sitting there. I was gonna grab it and say, who's paying for the full page ads in this? Is this like just continuing? It's kind of like, is it like subscriptions that you just still on and you don't realize that you're still paying for, this certain service that you have online that you pay, every year my business automatically does this. This is part of advertising. I know that franchises have to spend a certain amount of money advertising. If you're in a franchise, you have to spend a certain amount of money advertising to continue the franchise. Is that the cheapest way to get your credits to do franchise advertising? Is it cheaper than a billboard to put up or something else or radio station ads? The old company I used to work for is a franchise, and they used to have to spend X amount of dollars a year according to their franchise locally because they had national ads, but it just doesn't make any sense.
So let's face it, we're only in the last, we could say this now, but 10 years ago, there were older people, there were probably millions of older people who were still using the books.
Every decade.
So this is very new. I know, every decade. That's what I'm saying. So in 10 more years, it'll be gone.
I guess. I mean, papers are going out and magazines are all online and everything.
People still like to grab trash in front of them, I think. I mean, I think magazines will go a little bit longer, but at the grocery store and stuff like that. But maybe not. I mean, people love to scroll.
I
They
agree.
get addicted
There's certain
to that.
ones that are just, there's certain ones that are just habit, and you see something that's flashy and you want to read about it. But then if a lot of people I know, okay, Cher included, she sees something on the magazine rack, checking out a Harris Teeter or Publix or wherever, she just goes on her phone and says, who's that? Boom. And then she looks it up on her phone.
Right.
So you don't buy the $7, $8, $9 magazine anymore. I mean...
Oh, that's insane. I don't think I've ever.
Maybe
bought
10
one
or
of those.
12. I know.
That's I mean, I would just assume that they're $2 or $3 magazines.
No. I buy cooking magazines sometimes because I say, "Oh, that's a good dish," and then I open it up and I'm like, you know what? And I'll force myself to make it if I buy
but
the
why?
magazine.
That's the perfect thing to take pictures of. I know it's bad.
But you look at it and it's kind of like, oh, I'm going to take a picture of this and go online and order it. You don't really want to show that. Sometimes you do that.
No, I mean, honestly, you don't have to. You can just write yourself a text and say the name of the magazine, the name of the recipe, and then you search it online and you're done.
Okay, I'm sitting here and we were talking right before we came on air, and you're talking to me about cramps in your legs, and
you
socks
asked me,
and
yes.
feet, and your sneakers, and no inclined shoes, and all this other
Zero
stuff.
drop. Somebody just talked to me about. Yeah.
And I'm looking over at your computer as we're talking, and I see that there's a bunch of shoes on the screen.
Well, I looked it up right before. Yeah.
Right, you look it up right before. What I'm saying is, I don't know, I'm old school and I'm old, but I like the physical touch. I have a hard time buying clothing, buying certain things without seeing it first. But I do like getting deals. So if I go to a common place I go to is Fleet Feet or another running shoe place, I'll go there and I'll try stuff on to see if I like it.
Yeah.
And if it's a couple of dollars more in person, I'll buy it. But if it's like $40 more,
Yeah, of course.
than
So
going online,
even 20,
I say,
why not?
oh, I don't like this color. And then I'll just go home and I'll buy it because I like the Hokas. They feel good on my feet. They're
Yeah.
good for working in. They're definitely an incline shoe, which is something I think you need to educate me on, this whole thing about no incline.
I mean, it's
But
not
I have leg
educating.
cramps also working in the heat. You know, I'm worried about this. This damn Savage Run.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
worried about it.
Yeah.
But
That's okay.
I'm gonna be gunning for it whatever I can and hope I'm not injured on the way out.
No, and then listen, I don't want to. Obviously, nobody wants to get injured, but like for the shoes and getting like particular, or like even like getting. I don't usually buy clothes online. I've bought some shirts, and what's nice is I only buy what I know I can return. I bought a lot of shoes online and return stuff, and I'm that guy. I don't care. I don't care what kind of the footprint that people are shipping and whatever.
yeah,
I'm like, if it doesn't fit right, that's fine. Because otherwise, I'm not going to a store and I'm not finding shit. Every time I go to the store, I'm not finding anything that I like, and I'm searching specifically what I need. Because yes, I need the support of a Brooks Adrenaline shoe, so I compare that to the other brands. What gives the support that I need for running? Now I'm playing pickleball, which by the way, totally, yes, super sore from it. Remember I talked about how I wasn't rated and I was annoyed about that? I talked about that here, right? Was
yes,
that personal?
we talked about it, yeah.
Okay, we talked it here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. 3, screw 2 and 2.5. I jumped right to the 3, and then I was playing with some 3s, and she's like, "You're gonna come over to the 3.5s?" And I'm like, "Ooh, okay."
Slow down.
Hey now, listen. I like the fact that you think I could be there, but I don't think so. Because
Happy with 3 right now.
I'm happy with being pretty good over here as opposed to being the worst over there. But there's 3.25. Anyway, really liking it. But I bought like 4 pairs of pickleball stuff before I found something that fit me. Because all sizes are different. 12 and a half in this
shoes,
brand.
Specific pickleball shoes?
Tennis.
Okay.
Tennis or pickleball. I got tennis.
Question,
Same
what
kind.
brand?
Adidas.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got one that was going to give me more specific. It's not just any tennis shoe. You want to get one that's, at least that one I did get any that had good support. But I was looking for one that was just as supportive as my running shoe. I'm not going to pay $150 or $60 for nah.
I used to prefer the Prince tennis shoes. So
Their Prince was one of the options. I could have got, but Prince is old school, and I want more cushy. I want more whatever it is, and but yeah. Anyway. Getting old.
You're getting into pickleball so much. That's
Dude,
awesome.
I mean,
I want to play, and you're going to beat the crap out of me the first 2 times, and then I'm going to go secretly practice with a bunch of 3.5s to get myself geared up to come back down to you and play 3.
Dude, I'm playing with what a different range of people, and I don't know. It's fun, and I'm not at all good. But if I can keep up with these people, like I'm playing with people who probably been playing for years. I'm playing with old ladies. I'm playing with middle-aged men, some men that are younger than me, some guy that traveled freaking from Myrtle Beach because he's like, oh yeah, they were closed over here, so I wanted to.
That's
awesome. This pickleball nut.
That's awesome.
And you just go like, oh, okay. And he was probably in his like mid-30s. And then you're seeing these kids, like college tennis players are playing pickleball for fun or practice.
Yeah.
And they're in there kicking ass. And you go like, fuck yeah. Like, so it's not like really, but also like geriatric people are like doing surprisingly well.
No, it'll be fun. I'm going to try. I am going to try. I mean, the fact that you played, I think, 2 days in a row.
Well, that hurt me. That was the problem. As
And then
as
I was
lame
like,
as that
Brian played a sport 2 days in a row. He's getting into it.
Oh,
He's getting into it. That's it.
well, I mean, it's yeah.
Because you had your clubs regripped, and like a month or so ago, I don't think you played it
played.
around.
Well, it's a lot easier to go indoor to this
Yeah.
place. It's cushy, meaning like it's got even like a little bounce to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved pickleball.
I know. That's
I
great.
always loved it from a kid, so it's like this thing, and I have to not telling people anymore because people are like, oh, you used to play, and then I feel like I'm gonna be that guy that's always telling the story because everyone's like, you played in high school? What do you mean?
You're the first person I've ever heard
Right.
from
And-
that early. By the way, in all honesty, you are the first person I ever heard tell me that you played because
I
in
never
our
knew
gym
anyone
class, we
else.
just got to run around the track, and that was it.
Yeah, you didn't play like different. We played volleyball and we played volleyball,
Our gym teacher was
pickleball,
lazy piece of garbage.
baseball.
Run around the track when it's nice outside, do push-ups inside. We hardly played anything.
Oh, that's awful.
And beat the crap out of each other. I got into a fight with my gym coach. He stepped on my neck when I was doing push-ups, and I was pissed off. I went to an all-boys Catholic high school, and he was kind of a jerk. And he stepped on my neck because I was faking it. I didn't know he was behind me, and I was faking doing push-ups, oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah,
And he stepped on my neck,
You get away. He can get
I
away
got
with that.
up.
Yeah.
And I got up and I was like, why are you stepping on my neck? He's like, what are you going to do? And I'll never forget. And there was a big, they had like indoor, the pole vault with that big mat. And I picked him up and I threw him on the mat. And I had to go to the principal's office and
You were
I got
a little
suspended.
kid. You were, I mean, not a little kid, but you were smaller. Was this senior year?
Yeah, this was senior year.
Okay. So
And I got suspended. They didn't kick me out because I had really good grades. So I got suspended 3 times. And in junior and senior year, I'm not bragging about this. I was a stupid kid, but it was just it was kind of rough. But they didn't kick me out. They were the Maris brothers who ran the school, and it was St. Mary's in Manhasset. And I'll never forget it. Everybody, I was like a hero because the gym coach was kind of a jerk, and I was a hero for like 5 minutes. But then I was in big trouble. I mean, Brother Raymond came down and get it, and they were allowed to
hit you. Yeah.
because it was a private school and you were being paid. They were being paid. I'm sorry, to be disciplining you. Your
Yeah.
parents gave them permission.
Yeah.
I was hit in the back of the head with books. I was hit into the locker. I mean, this is by the teachers.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It
yeah.
was not that fun. It was very strict, uniforms, tie, the whole 9 yards. It was like an old movie. It was terrible. But I did that, and then the other time I got suspended was I was driving down the road with my car because we were a senior, and it was like 3 weeks from graduation, and they suspended me for 2 days. They also gave me Saturday detention, which was a real thing in this school. You had to clean the trash cans in the kitchen, in the cafeteria, clean the showers, and clean the athletic buses. That's what you did on Saturdays for 8 hours.
Oh.
So anyway, I got suspended, and they took my car right before.
They did.
Because I drove on the property with my car. Yay, seniors, whatever, and... They took my car.
Because you weren't allowed to drive.
I wasn't
on the
allowed to
property.
drive in the parking lot. I was an ass. Okay, I was just an
Yeah,
ass.
you did it because
And I drove.
You
and
couldn't.
it was a '69 Mustang. I loved my first car, '69 Mustang. And they took it and they parked it at the school. And when I went to prom the next weekend, I'll never forget. I walked up to the table with all the teachers. I said, "Hey, how's the car drive? You guys probably drove it around. Maybe you drove it here tonight." And it didn't go over well. I was such a jackass. I was in so much trouble at that school. But I graduated like 10th in the class. So out of 200 kids, I was graduated. So I had good grades, and they didn't want to kick me out and lower the grade point
I didn't
average
know that
or
you
whatever.
were that high up.
I had a lot of, yeah. What else do you do? I went to all boys Catholic high school.
Yeah, but you didn't study.
I didn't study, but everything was on the board. They were so dopey. They put the assignments on the board at the beginning of class for the next day. I never brought my books home. I did the assignment while I was listening in class. I was ahead of them. I did the homework. I did the assignment. I knew what the test was. I mean, there was a bunch of us. We were all pretty
You were smarter.
easy. I was just lazy. I wanted to do it before I got home. So when I got home, I could just drive my car.
All right. So
Okay, so I know I'm going to do the pickleball thing. I know we're going to do the Savage race. I'm going to try this compression socks you talk about, whatever. I'm going to do everything
compression
else.
socks.
I'm going to do
Listen.
all this other crap just to make sure I get to the Savage race and I do everything. I know I said I was going to look up some events. Some of them are swinging on rings. Yeah, screw that. I can't do that. I don't think I could swing maybe 2. By the time I get to the second one and try and reach out for it, like in those ninja things.
Well, that's the
I'm
thing.
not
It's
gonna make
like
it.
it's
But
Siobhan
climbing and carrying I can do.
Okay.
So I think I could climb the fences. They can go over the hills and the ropes. The swinging and the falling from heights, I'm not going to be injured. But I'll go through the mud. I'll swim. I'll go in the ice bath.
Yeah. You shouldn't do anything that
So
you think
I
you're
think
going
I'm
to hurt
going to
yourself.
complete about 5. And I'm going to run the course. Run it, meaning jog or brisk walk. But I'll keep going. I'm going to keep going.
I'll be
At the
right
beginning,
there
I'll be
with
jogging, and then I'll be like, all right, guys, yeah, I'll meet you there.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, did you see me wearing the little strap on my nose?
Yes, I saw you. Are you prepared to wear that in public?
Oh, I'm gonna be putting tape on top of it to make sure I don't lose it. It's gonna look so weird, but I don't care because breathing. Holy shit! It's called intake breathing, whatever the hell it is.
With the
it's
magnets,
like the
you
strips,
said?
like magnet and adhesive things you put on your nostrils.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, because I have that thing, and I go, oh look, I can breathe through my nose. But you hear that noise.
Mm-hmm.
And when you put this thing on, it's like, and all of a sudden it's like tunnels of air, and you don't have that restriction. And it's like, it really is, it makes a massive difference.
Okay, I've never had that problem. I
So-
work all day, but I
Like, look
even
at my
like
nose.
Walking, yeah.
You know, it was broken.
Yeah,
so,
I think I did it by accident
Yeah,
at
no.
work one day.
No, it was probably, it was a few people. I don't think Corey Lonigan did it, but I did get
I
punched.
was there that time too. Yeah,
I know, but I did get punched 2 other times.
and you got hit with a
Square in
digging
the
bar
face.
right in the face,
Yeah,
right in the nose.
No, but it was no forehead.
Oh, it was a forehead. Oh, that's right.
Yes, no,
sorry about
but
that.
my nose, yes, but my nose is fucked up to the point where and the only reason why I won't, like, I would try to get it fixed just because of the breathing thing, but I can't imagine not being able to breathe through my nose for like 2 weeks.
Yes.
That'll be a nightmare for me, so I won't do it for that reason. I'd rather breathe mediocre or have these stupid magnet things on for the rest of my life.
There you go. Well,
Anyway.
maybe I'll try the magnets just for fun to see, but I think I breathe okay with all my stuff that I do. I don't think I have that much of a problem.
No, you have a nice straight nose.
But I have a bigger nose, I guess. That's a little bit. You have an Irish pug nose, and I have an Italian nose.
Yeah.
And my profile is definitely profound. But I don't have an Adrian. What was his name? Brody.
No, you don't have a fucking big nose like that. You have a regular nose. You have a nose that is proportioned to your face.
Yes, I have a big
Adrian
face.
Brody's got like a bird's, like a fucking parrot. You know,
Yeah,
like
I know.
beak,
I know.
You know, but and yet he pulls it off.
He does. I
He
don't know.
does,
he pulls
man.
It
He
off.
fucking.
There's a lot of guys that pull off some
Dude.
serious schnozzes that you don't really like.
Like the guy from the one that played young Darth Vader.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, fucking nails it.
Adam.
Adam Driver.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Adam Driver.
Mhm.
I know. I mean, yeah, I'm good with my nose. I can breathe well enough. I understand. Those guys should be like super athletes. They get enough oxygen in their noses. There's no
Yeah.
problem.
Did you watch The Brutalist?
Yes.
I started to watch it. I got it's a long movie, and maybe 45 minutes in or something like that, I was like, all right, I gotta turn this off now and I just never went back to it.
Okay, great acting. Really, really great acting, but not the movie I expected it to be at all. At all. Not at all. I thought he was fantastic in it.
But this is what I expected it to be, and then you could tell me and then finish.
Go ahead.
I expected it to be a story about a guy who escapes Germany, right? He's a Jewish guy, escapes Germany. He's obviously a very famous architect. He's working as an architect for this guy who's rich to do this whole thing. And I didn't even get to, but from the trailers, it's like pretty much this guy's a genius, and he's just like the non-Jew is like, well, whatever, fuck you, you piece of shit. You're lucky to even be here, kind of an attitude. It's the story of this guy who's persevered, leaving, and then hopefully he's triumphant at the end.
Walked in with no background, nothing. Didn't know anything about it other than it was a period piece.
Oh.
And I came out of it saying, what the hell? Like, it had a lot of twists in it.
Oh, twists.
A lot of I don't even know if the twist is the right word. A lot of different things happen unexpectedly, and then some of it, I don't know if it was done for kind of like in Pulp Fiction, what happens to Bruce Willis when he goes into the dungeon for shock effect. What happens in this, there's a shock effect thing that happens, and if you didn't watch it, then I'm not going to say, but, and then you're like, where did that come from? And then it circled around in another weird way. And at the end, I was really kind of like, okay.
Was it?
I didn't think it should have been up for Best Picture. I think he did a great job acting. I think there was a lot of interesting things in it, but I can't say I enjoyed the movie and I would recommend it just because it blew me away. I try and watch all of the Academy Award nominees in certain things. There's certain ones I didn't watch the one with Demi Moore. I don't like horror. But I'd probably watch it because it was a little creepy.
Did in the Birdie movie, did his family member that took him in that had the wife, did they end up all banging? Was that the shock value thing?
No.
Okay, because
it's something totally different.
Okay, because I was getting the vibe that he wanted to watch him bang his wife,
and I was too. But it got
okay.
Even,
So that was obvious.
Was not it.
That's about where I stopped.
No, it goes in two totally different directions. It goes his demons,
right? His demons,
Brody's demons,
okay,
down a path, and then it goes to him coming out of that and getting acclaim, and then it goes to this whole weird thing, and then it comes back around at the end, and it was at the end with some other stuff, which I was like, really? And then
you know what? probably not going to watch it.
It's just. I mean, I usually say it's worth a watch if you like him. Guy Pearce I like him and a lot of stuff. I don't know. It didn't do it for me. That's all.
All right,
it didn't do it for me.
All right.
I did see finally the end of Wrexham, the last.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I will say this. If they wrote a story, they couldn't have done a better job if they pre-wrote it 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Nothing. The show.
How that finished.
The show and the way everything just turns out. And I can't wait to go again.
Yeah.
Because I just want to go to now all these little mom and pop places that these people are on and just say, I saw you. I love you just for being here. Like you're not like the coffee shop lady with the horse cart that's serving coffee.
Are you going to go up
to
each?
I'm going to her.
Okay.
Love you. I want a picture with you.
You're going to do the picture?
I don't care. I want a picture with you.
There you go.
I want a picture with you just because I'm an asshole. I just want a picture with you to say,
as long as they don't mind, obviously.
And the guy who owns the turf bar,
that guy's
I didn't
great.
want to take a picture.
I'll be a little starstruck if I see him.
I didn't want to take a picture with him. But the girl who was cooking in the little outside burger barn right there said, "Hey, say hi." I was like, "He's on the show to Cher," because Cher was. I was like, "That's the guy on the show," and there's nobody there. I'm online. I'm ordering breakfast just because he's on the show.
Right.
And the lady next to him goes, "He's not gonna bite. You want to take a picture with him?" And I'm like, "What?" She's like, yeah, I took a selfie with her. I said, hey.
Oh,
and
dude, I would do it too. I would do it too.
I'm like, of course. Outside as he serves me breakfast. And then I'm sitting and having breakfast at a picnic table outside the turf bar. I was like, yes. Am I starstruck? I'm just amazed that I actually went across the world. Not all the way around the world, but across.
But you care about
and
them.
I went and I was like, wow,
these
people aren't bullshit actors. This guy is serving breakfast from a food truck in his parking lot to make money. Yeah. This was after the first season, before they won and got promoted the first time. And now they won 3 times and they're one level below the Premier League.
And
you
they're
can't make this shit up.
And they're the only team to ever do it the way they did it.
3
years in a row.
3 years in a row.
No one's ever done that.
And how it all transpires, and you see these players who helped them before, and now they're phasing out, and then they got to spend more money, and everybody they're kind of being nice guys about it as the best they could in the sporting world, where everybody just gets cut, and they're doing it for the first time. And I hate to say it, but I loved his freaking speech. I loved his speech before they went out. To give a
about
speech
being a kid.
About being a kid.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. And I just was like, I think the reason why I believe in a higher being and whatever you want to call him is because I don't think animals get chills when they get inspired by something, or in a movie when they get like they feel good and they want good things and they feel empathy and they feel whatever. And I felt that was a feel good episode and ending of a season. I know the first season when it ended, if you ever go watch whatever, spoiler alert, they lost. And it was like, oh, they lost. They were so close and they lost. And then I'm like, oh, is the show going to be over? Are they going to be bad the next year and then they got to go away? And then no, somehow they went on, and the last 3 years have been unbelievable. Real life in this little freaking town where they have no business being where they are now. And I just said, shit, it's freaking great.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
You watch this stuff. You fall in love with the town. You root for the team, and it's obviously produced in a way for you to fall in love with the town.
Absolutely,
and root for the team.
Absolutely.
So it's so easy to get in. Everyone loves an underdog. I want these guys to go. I would go back. We're going, and I would go back in. If you said in 2 years, if they were playing in what's the upper
Premier League?
Yeah, if they were playing,
if they go to the Premier League,
and we
somehow
could somehow
go.
I would go.
And I'll be honest
I'd be
with
like,
you.
all right, a little trip. Here we
Right now,
go.
they're playing. I believe they're playing in the U.S. But
I don't want to see them.
I don't want to see them in the U.S.
No.
I want to go see them in a real stadium somewhere in England.
And I don't want to see. I want to see it in a match that matters, in a match that counts for them.
Yep.
They're scoring points.
Right. So I'm going to have a list of people, like a little checkoff list of people that I want to meet when I'm there again. And Rob's going to be like, who the hell are these people? Because that's our brother-in-law. Who's going to be like, and I'm like, watch the damn show. You got to watch the show before we go, Rob. I'm telling you, you got to watch the show. Because at least you'll have a little appreciation more of the fact that we're going to drag you around Wrexham for a day.
Oh, absolutely. He's got to watch the show. I don't see how he wouldn't get into it.
I think
I'm not a soccer guy. I'm not a football guy.
No, I'm not either, but I'm watching it because of this.
Yeah, it's great.
Mm-hmm. So now that the Wrexham series is over and they'll come out with another one next year and I have a year off, tonight is Monday night. And I'm going to go back to my other guilty pleasure because it's a 3-hour premiere of Bachelor in Paradise. So that's where I'm going to watch now. That's it.